I'm done with you guys. No, we're not doing it anymore. No, you guys are getting raw bitch now. Raw bitch. I spent a week toiling over the script of that last video, pouring my blood, sweat, and tears into it. I was realizing, oh my gosh, hypersexualization has completely distorted my understanding of myself. And I'm having all these realizations, right? I'm like doing my writing all about it. I've been this way my whole life, just trying to be so desirable. And y'all gave it 34 views. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. You know, I take responsibility because I'm a new YouTuber and my editing skills are not great. I used a bunch of stock video that's probably corny and not trending at this point. But when I tell you I put so much effort into that video. So right now it is 2:26 a.m. and you're getting this unplanned shit. You want unhinged me? Fuck what you want. I want unhinged me. Every time I try to figure out what you guys want, I lie and I suck. Okay, you don't suck, Cassie. You don't suck. That hurt my feelings. I'm sorry. I think deeply, but I don't know how to express the depth of what I'm feeling, especially in the moment. And I'm scared. And when I'm scared, my vocabulary just disappears. Visibility outside of the lines of desirability is still new for me, and it's scary, and my nervous system is getting used to visibility without being in my safe little box. That's what I was trying to explain in that video. I've put a toe outside of that box, and it is like the scariest feeling. But I know if I don't do this, I'm going to die. I wish I could be less dramatic about this, but I can feel it in my spirit that if I stay inside this little box, my spirit, my soul is going to die. And I know it has something to do with almost turning 30. You know, like mortality really becomes a thing. When you're about to turn 30, you look back on your 20s and you're like, wow, that was fast. Like life can go by really fast. Like I actually need to be super intentional now because life can just pass by. You can just be stuck in a kind of mindset and live your years this way. Like you can actually live your whole life being controlled by your fears. And I'm at that point where I'm like, if I keep going this direction, I'm gonna die. My soul will not have life in it anymore. My fears will corral my soul away from the light. And I will be bitter and miserable for the rest of my life. And I will lose everything. There's just complete, total clarity about that. Just utter clarity of if I don't get out of this box, I'm going to shrivel up and die. And we don't want that. Obviously, I don't want that for you. I don't want that for me. I think so many of us can underestimate how strong our fears can be and how persuasive they can be. It's taking every single piece of me to break out of it. And it's really like soul survival is kicking in. Who I really am is like, don't let me die inside this box. And I'm just pushing out of it as best as I can, and I'm making mistakes. I don't know where I'm going. I'm in the dark, feeling around for things. I don't know what the path ahead is going to look like. I mean, I have dreams, I have desires. I want to travel. I want to be out in nature more. I want to connect with people who feel like me, who have my soul texture. And I don't know how I'm going to get it. And that's scary, you know, because we have all of these things projected onto what life is supposed to look like. We all have these ideas in our head. I'm about to land this plane, don't worry. When you realize you're not any of those things, and there's no box for you to fit in, and you want to experience freedom, this is what it's supposed to feel like. I know my YouTube videos aren't good yet. I know they're not good. I'm looking at Evelyn from the internet, bro, please check out her channel, bro. When I tell you I am slain, I am cackling, I am deep belly, black laugh. I've never laughed at a YouTuber like that, ever. Ever. Like that humor is my humor. That unhinged real shit, bro. She deserves a bigger subscriber count. Somebody get her a show. Because I'm looking at other people on the internet who are not funny at all with millions of subscribers, and it pisses me off. This is kind of unrelated, but something I was thinking recently is that, first of all, I'm biased, but I think we're in the era of Black women. I feel like we are in the era of Black women really being extremely powerful. We've always been this way, first of all. I feel like we're in the era of anyone who has wronged a Black woman is going to be getting their ass handed to them. And these, this is unfounded shit. This is, no science is going to prove this shit. This is not scientific. You're not going to fact check me on this. It's a feeling. It's a feeling. Anybody who has wronged a Black woman and has gotten away with it is about to get their ass handed to them. But there's a caveat too, because if you are a Black girl, if you are a Black woman and you have treated yourself wrong, you're not exempt. You're not exempt. I'm not saying you're going to be punished for that, but I'm saying if you don't right your wrongs, you're going to feel it. And you have to treat yourself like you are the same kind of human as anybody else, in that if you have been saying mean shit about yourself, if you have been harming yourself, mind, body, spirit, you're going to get your ass handed to you, because you can't treat yourself that way. You can't. Not allowed. And I know everything is so crazy, like what is happening in our government, how our rights are being attacked. But there is a light at the end of the tunnel. And I know it's going to be a group effort. It's going to be a collective effort. Everybody is going to have to play a part in being able to see the light at the end of the tunnel and focus in on the light at the end of the tunnel, so that we can bring in the new reality. See, I always struggle with, like, how spiritual are we going to get? But the thing is though, there's a reason why I'm saying that. These are ancestral liberatory narratives. I forgot to say, hello, my name is Cassandra. Welcome to my temple, home of the ancestral liberatory narratives. So I don't even know exactly what I mean by ancestral liberatory narratives, but the abstract idea of our ancestors having these stories and this wisdom that is being gifted to us through our own thoughts, through being in community with each other and strengthening the deep truth. Sorry, please hold for New York City. Carrying the truths of our people, of our cultures, the kindness, the harmony with nature, things that we were before we were colonized, the way we were before we were colonized, the way we thought. Our ancestral minds are still here. It's a spiritual thing. And I feel very vulnerable talking spiritual with you guys, but there is something we have that needs to be seen and remembered. Because what I'm understanding is that I have absorbed so much oppression. I have experienced an environment that is oppressive. I know nothing else. But there is something inside of me that has been awakened by other people. And it wakes you up to the shit that's been put in your head, essentially. I want us all to deconstruct all of that oppressive shit that we've learned, because we do have to heal from that. And it is razing all of that shit to the ground. Razing. It is razing that shit to the ground and building the new world from the inside out. Gil Scott Heron said, "The revolution will not be televised." And I saw another man on Instagram who said, "The revolution will not be televised because it starts in your mind." And that's what I'm trying to feed, that fire of the revolution that starts here with all of us. I'm just a girl at home in my PJs at 2:44 a.m. in Harlem, New York. I'm just a regular degula. Privileged regular degula. Privileged. That has to be said. I swear my neighbors can hear me fart because I'm always farting directly on the floor. Oh my God, that smells just like Caribbean food. If you live anywhere near Harlem, you know what King Barca is. I had King, it smells just like King Barca. I'm sorry, but y'all can't smell it, so insert Dochi, one thing I'm gonna do is fart. Insert that here.
One thing about me, I'm gonna fart. I'm a grown woman. I've gone through a lot in this country. I'm not holding it!
Yeah, I'm just a regular, privileged, regular degula. And I just have things to say. All I got is my words. All I got is this feeling inside me, this passion, this fire. And it needs to come out of me. Like, again, this survival of my spirit is just, it's awake. It wants to come. The dragon has awakened. One of the hardest things about being a YouTuber and wanting to really exist in your truth in public on the internet is that you really have to confront yourself. Like when I'm editing myself, I notice everything about me. I notice how my mouth moves. I notice what phrases I repeat all the time. I notice how I'm always checking in and saying, right, like checking in. But also it's like, I feel a little self-conscious, and that's why I do that. I'm just looking at my face all the time and having all of these opinions about what my face looks like. I'm so observant of myself, and it is painful to have to confront all of that shit all the time. But I'm also learning so much about myself. And not only that, but it's a practice of letting go of a lot of shit. And looking at yourself and acknowledging, okay, that doesn't work because it just doesn't feel as authentic. And I love when I can find those moments where I really feel authentic, because I can feel and I can tell when I'm not really there. I can feel and I can tell when I'm holding back. And I just have to take that as data and just be like, okay, that one didn't work out as much. Like that last video I made, I didn't really enjoy that because I toiled so much over it. I toiled over that video and I wasn't able to just be. And I think the kind of life that I want as a creator is I have to enjoy this. I have to be able to enjoy being in front of the camera, enjoy the content I'm talking about. I have to like it. I have to like it. I have to enjoy it. Or else why the fuck am I doing it? And the reason why I can't be anything else other than a creator is because I need to be 100% myself. And I just feel like there's no other occupation, career where I'm going to be allowed to fart. You know what I'm saying? I can't really bring out the depth that's within at a 9 to 5. I will die. The YouTube algorithm is going to hate that I keep saying that word. But you know what I'm saying? I refuse to die. I refuse it. Not me, not this life. She did not sign up for that this time. No, I refuse. I refuse to be in that box. I refuse. Not only do I need to express myself, I need to grow. I need to be in an environment where I can experience growth and not feel like I have to be in a box. And it's not even like, I don't like labels. I don't want to be put into a box. It's not even that. It's like, I have to be authentic. I have to be able to speak the truth. I have to be able to say exactly what's on my mind, because I've spent so many years of my life not doing that, and I was depressed. I was mentally unwell. I still have to care for myself so deeply so that I don't get depressed. Like, that's just one of those chronic conditions that I have to be really mindful about. I know I'm getting very dark on a Tuesday. No, it's Friday. I'm getting very dark right now. But it's true. Like, we deserve to be well, though. I wish this for everybody. I wish freedom for everybody. I wish liberation for everybody, because I know in my bones, like, nobody told me this. Nobody is telling me how to think right now. This is just how I think. It is in the marrow of my bones to know that liberation for everyone is the best thing for me, because our liberation is intertwined. I just know that in my spirit, and I'm telling you, it's in the marrow of my bones. That when people can live freely, when people have their human rights, when people have everything that they need, that they can meet their needs freely, and they can grow and be safe and secure, that is going to add to my life, because we need to nurture people. We need to cultivate people's genius and intelligence, and that can only happen when people are free to meet their needs. Deep in the marrow of my bones, this is the truth. There is no greater joy in my life than growth. Growing, expanding my mind is the number one joy of my life. That is my joy. That is what it's all about for me. I love growing. I love changing perspective. I love transforming myself. I love liberating myself from oppressive thoughts. I get no greater joy than doing that. That I am a joyful person when I can grow and expand. And not everyone can do that, because they are not in a liberated enough state. But I know that if we were collectively liberated, I would be able to grow more. So it's a selfish thing, but it's selfish in a collective way. It's what I want, but it's what I want for everyone too. You see how that works? Because I know that a liberated person can give me the expansion that I want. And the more liberated people, the more expansion I get, the more liberation I get. So we free each other. We got to free each other. And that's the message. That's the message, I guess. And that's what I want to keep giving out on this YouTube channel. I'm sorry I don't have all of the cute like edits and effects and stuff, because I know that would make you probably watch more or whatever. But right now, this is what I got. And as I'm trying to figure out, how to make my YouTube videos better with the authenticity, with the structure, with the different elements, with the storytelling involved, that'll come later. That'll come later. But right now, I really, really am just walking in the fog. I don't know where I'm going. But we're here. We're here. we're here and we're not going back in that box. No ma'am. No ma'am. Back in that box of desirability. No. We're no longer conforming. We're not going to do it. I swear. I will die. But I enjoyed this talk. I did what I needed to do, which was enjoy myself in front of the camera. And I felt free and liberated this whole time. And I know that that free and liberated feeling is going to make you feel a little more free and liberated. And that's what I want for you. Because I want you to help me get liberated too. You see what, that's really why I'm doing this. I want you to be liberated so that you can liberate me more too. So I liberate you, you liberate me back, bitch. We in this together. Okay. Say some liberating shit. What have you been learning in the comments? I need to talk to people. I don't really talk. I need people that can help me expand my mind. I've been referring to my head a lot, but I need people to help me expand too. You know, I know what I want. Don't give a fuck. Fear is a waste of time. It really is. I hear that. I keep talking because I'm not ready to go. But I keep thinking about that woman on her deathbed. And every time I talk to her, she's like, fear is a waste of time. Like you can waste years of your life just being scared. That's what she tells me. Okay. It is 3:01 a.m. and I'm going to go to bed now. Okay. I hope this inspired something within you. I hope this lit a fire within you because you will die. Just kidding. I don't know why it keeps coming out. I'm not trying to fear monger you, but it's like it feels that dramatic inside. You have to let your light out.